There is this special internal organ that can only be found in men. I would like to talk to you about in today's video. This organ I am talking to you about is so special to the extent that when it develops some sort of a disorder, the man's performance in the other room will be questionable. It will be very difficult for such a man to even impregnate his wife, and again it will also be very difficult for such a man to even pass out urine successfully. And I guess by now you are getting the clue as to which organ I am talking to you about. But before I come out clear to you and let you know the organ, let me use this opportunity to plead on to you to kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, and don't forget also to click on to the notification bell icon you can see on your screen. Click on it, select all, so that anytime we come your way with videos such as this one, you'll be the very first person to get notified. And if you have any health condition you want us to discuss, please don't hesitate, let us know in the comment area, and like this video, share the link to your friends and family and people around you. Thank you very much for watching, and I welcome you to Secrets of Health TV. Now, back to the topic. I am speaking to you about no other internal organ than the prostate gland. Yes, the prostate gland. The prostate gland is an oval shape, muscle which is located just below the bladder of every man. And the prostate gland comes in two forms. We have the left prostate gland and then the right prostate gland, meaning it is a muscle which is situated both left and right beneath the bladder. And in between these two glands or two muscles, there is this tube called urethra, and this urethra conveys urine straight from the bladder all the way to the outside world. I hope you understand. So basically that is the prostate gland for you. The prostate gland plays about two major key roles, which is so important that every man should know. The first important key role the prostate gland plays is that it produces a fluid called semen. Yes, it produces a fluid called semen, and this semen allows the spermatozoas to effectively swim. Most people normally confuse the difference between a semen and then a sperm. Sperms are just like a tiny organism, tiny animals which can never be seen by naked eye like this. Wow, God is so amazing and so important. You see, that is why we always say that human beings are like spirit, because a spirit is an entity which can never be seen by a naked eye, the same way human beings are. So when a sperm is in a sperm form, or when a human being is in a sperm form, such a human being can never be seen with a naked eye like this, unless we use a machine called microscope. It is only microscope that can capture the image of a spermatozoa. You understand? But when a sperm is released with your, you can't use your naked eye to pinpoint that you see this is one sperm, this is another sperm. You can't use your eye because they are so tiny and so micro, very atomic. You can't see with your naked eye. So most people, like I said, most people normally confuse the two difference. Semen is a fluid separately, and then spermatozoas or sperms too are separate. But these two entities must come together to form what we call semen. You understand? So without the semen, the sperm cannot, thrive. The sperm cannot swim very well, because it is important that your sperm should swim faster, so that it can go and meet an egg to fertilize this thing. I hope you understand. So that is the important, or first important, role of the prostate. It produces what we call semen. Another important key role of the prostate is that it allows the man to perform very, very well in the other room. Without the prostate, such a man will find it very, very difficult to perform well in the other room. That is why most men whose prostate glands are removed as a result of prostate cancer, such men normally find it difficult to perform well in the other room. You understand? So the prostate plays a major key role as far as your performances in the other room is concerned. And then when the prostate develops a disorder or becomes a bit enlarged, it also becomes very difficult for such a man to urinate, or to have a very free urine flow. So this tells you clearly that when the prostate is in good form, when the prostate is in good shape, it also allows proper urine flow without any difficulty. You understand? So these are some of the importance, key roles the prostate gland plays in men. So if you are a man and you think that your prostate got nothing to do within you, you are mistaken. I know maybe after watching this video, you will now appreciate how important your prostate gland is. Now, there are certain signs and symptoms as a man you will notice anytime the prostate glands begins to develop a disorder, because the prostate gland is the only organ which grows as you are also growing. Yes, it is the only organ in human body which grows together with you. Your heart will never grow, your lungs will never grow again, your intestines will never grow again. Anytime your intestine or your heart becomes big, automatically you are in trouble. It is the only prostate gland which always grows as you are growing, or which always ages as you are also aging. That is why when a man hits 30, 40, such a man should be very, very careful as far as what he takes in, because if you allow your prostate gland to grow past you, automatically you are going to find it difficult to pass out urine. Now, there are certain signs and symptoms you will identify or you will notice anytime your prostate is going bad. One of the key signs and symptoms is that you realize that anytime you enter the washroom to urinate, you will find it very difficult to bring out the urine, to pass out the urine. You feel that the urine want to come, but the urine will be very difficult to pass out, simply because the glands are becoming enlarged. And anytime the two glands becomes inflamed or enlarged, it put much pressure onto the urethra, making the urethra very, very narrow. And anytime the urethra becomes very, very narrowed, automatically urine cannot pass very well. You understand? So you realize that you always squeeze yourself, finds it difficult to pass out urine. That is sign number one. Sign number two, you also begin to see that there is no pressure in your urine, because anytime you go to the washroom to urinate, the urine will have to come out with some level of pressure. You understand? Some pressure. So anytime you are urinating and the urine is like this without pressure, it is an indicative that your prostate gland is becoming enlarged. I hope you understand. So that is another key factor. Another sign you will notice that your prostate gland is going bad is that you realize that your performance on the football match will be going down. Your performance on the other room will be going down. That is why most men who complains that they are having issues with their performance in the other room, I always advise them that they should go and have their prostate checked. Because when your prostate gland begins to enlarge or begins to develop some sort of inflammation, it becomes very difficult for you to perform very well in the other room. So these are some of the signs and symptoms you will notice as a man when your prostate glands are going, bad. Now, how are you going to solve any issues regarding your prostate gland? That will be our next topic when we meet in my next video. I will tell you what to do to solve any form of prostate enlargement cases. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like it, and share this video to your friends and family and people around you.